Guys, so today I wanted to just do a quick review of one of the products that I found to be like an absolute must-have since I have had my son, and unfortunately breastfeeding did not work out for me, so I had to switch to formula fairly soon after he was born. So for a couple weeks we did everything the normal way, I guess you could say, where you know, do your scoops of formula, mix it with the water, heat it up, test it on your hand before you can even get to feeding them. And one of my friends, her babies could only drink like ready-made formula, so this powder formula wasn't working for her. So but she had this machine that she had never even used, so she gave it to me, and it has been a lifesaver. So I thought I would do a quick review for you guys and just show you how easy it is to use. So here's what I do. So you put the bottle underneath here, and you can adjust this up and down. So if you have smaller bottles for when they're like super newborn, then you can adjust it up. But I have a full-size bottle for my son now, so that works for me. All of the water is actually in this compartment here, and you can kind of feel it's like warm to the touch, and it's constantly held to the correct temperature for babies and whatnot. So as you can see here, there's a little line that says temp with the green light, which means it's good to go. I always put nursery water in there because in the instruction manual it says to only use purified water, and these are pretty cheap. They're like $1 a container, so whenever I'm at Target I just grab that. The other thing to note is that when you first get it, you have to go to their website and input what kind of formula specifically you're using for your baby, and it will give you a number setting. Because if you can kind of see in here, there's these orange parts, and there's like 3 or 4 parts in there, and when you're following the instructions to put it together for the first time, there's a little scale from like 1 to 10, and you have to get that number so that you know the proper number to put the little pieces together for. And I believe that that changes the amount of formula that's released every time you go to make a bottle. Some it's like a smaller hole, and then if you have like a 10, I think it's like a bigger hole, so like more formula is being dispersed every time. Mine, I use the Similac Pro Sensitive non-GMO, that one, and it says a 5, so I have it on a 5. Anyways, so a couple things to note: if you did not have the correct amount of water in the machine, this little thing here would light up and tell you that there's not enough water. If you have not cleaned this under compartment here, or it's because I think about every 4 bottles you make, it automatically makes you clean it, but that little thing here, it says clean funnel when flashing, and it will flash red at you, and it kind of beeps too. But so the different ounce selections are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Right now my son is doing 4 ounces at a time, so yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. But this is the start and stop button. I've never actually had to stop it like halfway through, but yeah. This is the formula container up top here. It is running a little bit low. I'm gonna have to refill it after this next bottle. You can really only fill it up to here, and then once it gets down below this line, then you really want to think about filling that up, because you're not gonna get the proper like amount of formula per bottle, and it does not stop you. It will make it even though it's not right, so you just want to make sure you're paying attention to that. Yeah, so I'll just show you how easy it is and how quickly you will have a prepared bottle that's at the perfect temperature for your baby. So I just press, like I said, I have it on 4 ounces. Made sure there was water, it's not below the minimum line. Push start, and this is what happens. So something to also note is that even when you're making a bottle by hand, you'll put in 4 ounces of water, and it will, and with the scoops of the formula, it does raise it up a little bit. So this is not abnormal that I selected 4 ounces and there's 4.5 ounces. But yeah, it's not too hot or anything. I still always just like to swirl it like this before giving it to my baby, because sometimes I've noticed that there can still just be a few clumps left behind. But as you can see, that is so much easier and quicker to do it this way and get a bottle prepared so that you don't have to stress about your baby crying and, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, I give this a 10 out of 10. Oh, something that happened, which I should probably explain, why this is like awkwardly in front of my Keurig. I have an unfinished kitchen, as you can see, like up there. Not everything is done yet. We're kind of still in the process. We've kind of put our home remodel on hold since we had our baby. But over by the kitchen sink, which is where I had the baby Brezza before, I have a little section that still needs like to be finished, so it's a little exposed. And one night I came out here to make his bottle, and there was ants on the machine, and they had actually got into the formula. They had actually crawled through here and went into the upper compartment there and worked their way up into the formula. So it was super disgusting. I had to throw out a whole container of formula, deep clean the entire machine. And now I'm super paranoid, so I've moved it over here to this corner because there's no exposed wood or anything like that where a bug could get into it, but I still keep a really close eye on it. Yeah, so anyways, so real quick, I thought I'd show you guys how I clean the compartment. So like I said, when this little light starts flashing, it wants you to clean it. So basically you just pull on this here and remove it. This, see how there's like a little bit of formula kind of left in there, and sometimes it kind of collects over on this side. Basically you want to deep clean this, soak it, dry it completely before replacing it on here. I take a damp paper towel and I just rub the upper part here, because as you can see, the formula can kind of cake on there. If you guys have one of these, let me know if yours does that too, because like, I don't know, I just feel like it probably shouldn't do that. But again, formula has sugar in it, it's sticky, all that stuff. So this is really hard to do with one hand, and I will have to go back in and clean it with 2 hands once I put the camera down. But I just wanted to show you that's how you quickly clean that. And note that this section here needs to be like soaked, soap and water, deep clean. And the whole machine has to be, like all the parts in here have to be deep clean once a month. And on the side here, it says daily and monthly cleaning, so this is a good reminder to have on the side. Daily, wash the funnel and funnel cover and wipe the powder dispensing hole using a dry paper towel or soft dry cloth when the funnel light comes on. And then monthly, wash the powder container and all removable parts inside, as well as the drip tray, and dry thoroughly before reassembling. This I clean like every day, because as you can see, like these little specks kind of get on there, and I don't want the risk of ants again and all that. And I should note that I do first go in with a wet paper towel to do this because it gets really sticky, but I do go in with a dry paper towel after to make sure everything is completely dry before you run your next bottle. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little review and recommendation for all you moms out there that have formula babies. This awesome invention has saved us time and will help you get to sleep a lot faster in the middle of the night. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you have anything to say about this, or maybe something I'm not doing or didn't know. I would appreciate the comments. So yeah, have a great day, everybody.